Hey guys, first of all I want to say thanks to you all for visiting my online sports channel, and you are well welcome to view our videos and enjoy them. I'll be very grateful for your support by subscribing and ringing the bell. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most favorite soccer clubs in history, called Arsenal. Arsenal, the Northern London team, was moved from Highbury to the very high-equipped Emeretis Stadium. As you know, Arsenal, titled London Gunners, plays in the English Premier League, which is one of the most popular shows in all around the world for a long time. And they earned so many cups and glories, encountering 13 times League Championship, 14 times in FA Cup, which is a record in the history of this cup, even higher than Manchester United, 16 times Community Shield and 2 times Carabao Cup championships. The legendary coach of Arsenal, who all know about him, coached this magnificent team for 22 years. He's nobody except Arsene Wenger, who gained so many honors and titles with this historical soccer club. Their championship in 2003-2004 season was achieved by an untouchable record with 26 victories and 12 draws without any defeat, leading them to the Golden Championship. Wenger is also memorable for the most winning of championship on the FA Cup with 7 titles on it, which caused them to double on both League and FA Cup in 1997 and 2001. They also reached to the UCL final at 2006 and 2 times to the European League final match, that the second place was their position in all of these finals.
So the last day finally dawned, and Highbury prepared for a football match for the final time. It was guaranteed to be an emotional day, with a million magical memories for every true Arsenal fan.
Over the edge, feel like I'm...
Prior to kick-off, Thierry Henry collected the Barclays Player of the Season trophy to go with the Golden Boot and the Football Writers Award. For one last time, Highbury was his stage.
An important and historical event was occurred in the middle of his coaching career that changed the pointing pass of his team. That was the movement of Arsenal from his home stadium Highbury to the high-equipped Emeretis Stadium, which was occurred after 93 years in 2006.
Yeah. what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent.
This era divided Wenger's coaching career generally in two periods of time. The first one involves his entry to Arsenal, that was in 1996 till the end of 2005-2006 season, and the second period begins at this point till the end of his career at this club in 2018. Arsenal's fans always sigh for the first division of Wenger's presence in their favorite team due to the glory and top position he gained in the tight competition with Manchester United and Chelsea to own different clubs.
Coming through it for the first time, and I remember coming and touching over Chapman and all that, and it's quite emotional, really. You know,
It's about how you feel, you get tingles and that when you went out there, and as I said, I've got a lot of memories to be kept, but I think today was definitely one of the best.
United Raya in the house, the old stadium had bowed out in style with a perfect party, and they were with more fireworks to come as Arsenal looked to upset owns a big crown. 3 times championships in the England Premier League, 4 at FA Cup, 4 times England Super Cup, and presence at both UEFA Champions League and European League final matches for once are the achievements of Arsenal during the first period of Wenger's career. 2 double championships and Golden Cup were achieved all at this time, while at the second division they never ever again touched the first place of the Premier League table. They could only win FA Cup and England Super Cup for more 3 times at 2014, 15 and 17 in the second period involving 12 seasons after leaving Highbury, which was a real letdown with respect to the first one that was including only 8 seasons and too many glories. That was really disappointing at that time, and they didn't reach to any serious success for the second division. Today we are going to talk about the effects of the Arsenal movement from Highbury to Emeretis on this team's results and quality, and the changes were made on its squad. Emeretis is so much bigger and more equipped than Highbury, and its capacity is 60,000 seats, which is about twice of Highbury, holding 39,000. This movement was accomplished by Wenger's persistence, said himself, but it cost us £390 million to build this beautiful stadium. As you know well, this economical condition had consequences for this club, which made them to sign some contracts with sponsors like Emeretis and Nike. But the main point is that the most part of this expense, which was as the repayments until 2014, was provided by the transfers of its biggest superstars to other clubs, and they didn't replace them to remain at this move. At about 6 years before and after Fermalin's transfer to Barcelona, which is called as the 8th player of Arsenal history, and with the calculations made, Arsenal proceeded to about £135 million at that time by transferring his superstars to Barcelona, according to Metro reportage. This money was about 34.6% of building Emeretis, provided by selling the team's talents to Barcelona. Fabregas, Alexander Help, Alex Sang and Thierry Henry are the other stars who were transferred to Barcelona. Henry says himself that he joined to Barcelona to finish his halfway at Arsenal in 2006 against Barcelona in Paris, but this time as a member of Barcelona against Ferguson and his well-known team Manchester United, an old Arsenal rival. And guess what? He did it and finished the job. Fabregas, who was one of the other separated stars of Arsenal at 2011, that explained his leaving as a result of the high pressure due to the weak results of this team as the secondary captain and the feeling of vanity at North London. Even he acknowledged that most of the players spoke of their entertainments, fun and vacations in the change room, despite of the bad results and defeats of their own team, and this was happening while he was coming back to home with tears on his eyes. At the 14th anniversary of the final match of Arsenal at Highbury, Arsene Wenger said, "We should face the reality. There's a special spirit at Highbury which makes you feel it as you arrive there." He said also, "When I was around there, sometimes I tilted my way and headed to Highbury and convinced myself everybody is in agreement with me on this case." He explains more, "When we opened the windows of the change room, and I remember that Ian Wright often was opening the window and saying something to the fans, making a special atmosphere. Yeah, that's true. There's a really special atmosphere there, like glorious arena of Roman gladiators." When the players were getting off the bus to enter the stadium, so many fans were there supporting and collaborating the team. But now after arrival, we are heading to the underground and are alone with ourselves. You know what I mean. It's like that there's a wall between the team and the fans at Emeretis. Wenger also speaks of the reasons of leaving the Highbury and moving to Emeretis. One of the reasons he explained is that the club should do this to go to the next step by playing at a more modern stadium, and we pushed the club for this movement at that time because we could host 22,000 more fans at the newest stadium. But our problem was that we never were sure that all of the seats could be filled. He finally confesses a really unpleasant issue that if the time comes back, I would never ever start this project again. Now let's go back to the transfer project of the club to provide repayments for building of Emeretis. We should mention other superstars of Arsenal who were sold to other big clubs. One of the other main transfers is the team's captain, who was Van Persie in 2012, who left Arsenal and joined Manchester United to achieve his goal, which was the Premier League Championship, and he did it as he desired that purpose. Arsenal earned £24 million of this transfer, and Wenger said that's a good deal for a 29-year-old player who was bored of being in Arsenal. We can find out of his explanation for this transfer that his tendency was to earn more income from the transfers of his stars, and he was more economical at the second part of his career in Arsenal. Samir Nasri, who joined to Man City, Ashley Cole, who joined in a controversial transfer to Chelsea which was coached by Mourinho at that time, Alexis Sanchez, who joined to Manchester United with the same goal as Van Persie, Emmanuel Adebayor, who joined Man City, and finally Chamberlain, who joined Liverpool, are some of the other stars who left Arsenal. With all of these happenings, there was no worse news for the fans. Wenger couldn't replace his stars' positions with the proper ones due to the fact that he wasn't authorized to do expensive deals for buying star players as his rivals do. And finally this caused Arsenal to be weaker day by day, and he lost his attraction for big players. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm telling you again, support us to making more videos by subscribing and ringing the bell. Have fun and wait for our next video coming soon.